Welcome back to Homestead Aquarius. Today is going to be kind of neat. Here at my place, um, I love to do experiments. Absolutely love them. I love to grow new and different kinds of food in different ways, crazy ways. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But I do love to try. Always tinkering around with Mother Nature, and it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Always remember that. Some of you are old enough to know that old commercial. It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Yep, but I do. I try to work with her. I try to learn and grow, and do other types of experiments that have nothing to do with gardening, and even gardening in an unnatural way. Something to keep in mind with what we do. Every kind of food that we count on nowadays, okay, it came from a wild thing. It came from two different places, two different things has brought us all of our food. Nature wanting to reproduce her plants and animals, and the people long ago that learned how to harvest those and save them and regrow them. It was our partnership with nature and experimentation trying to survive that has led us to the bounty that we have today. The knowledge, the variety of food that we have, the places on earth that we can grow. There are even grow operations that are in space. There are grow operations underwater in submarine type situations. There is even aquatic farming, all kinds of things and ways to grow food out there. But it came to us through countless generations of experimentation. This is just one little thing, the container gardening. All of these foods in here were decided were great by people long ago. All right. So in experimentation today, we're going to start. This was brought to me, the idea to do this was from Southpaw Davey. He brought up an important thing about nitrogen and strawberries and the cups and everything with the pine cones in it. We're going to begin that today. I'm just standing here uh, doing this because I really love my container garden here. I love this. This is going to be one of many that shows up here. I'll give you a quick look, okay? This was May the 3rd. Today's the 14th, so that was about 11 days ago that these beans were planted, okay? Rattlesnake beans. Yesterday we only saw one. Now, and that was that one. All right, now it's got leaves coming out. Leaves here, leaves here. These two popped up overnight. Beans grow fast. If you want a good food to get you some nutrition very fast, you get you some beans going. Now, another viewer that does some absolutely wonderful cooking, Voon Child, I highly suggest that you check out her channel. She wondered about the sausages that I made, okay? This idea has merit, but what I'm telling you, what I wanted to bring that out to you for is to show you what's going on with it, all right? I have canceled out that experiment the way I was doing it, and you'll see the green there on the bottom, okay? These I've been putting off in a little tub so that I could water them. Potting soil in a sock will not hold on to water long at all, okay? The sock is going to allow evaporation so fast that it's really not feasible in this exact situation that I had, okay? It would need a lot of water. This has merit, but it needs work. But there are other ways that I've envisioned to grow my strawberries to catch the runners as they fall that are maybe better. For years, I've thought about how to grow them in the best possible way to be very productive and easy to pick off of a wall, off of trellises, off of different things. And I'll get to those as we go along. But you can see, now that transplant shock has taken its effect, okay? Transplant shock I should have cut them all back, but you know they're doing okay there. But I no longer have them hanging out, and laying them out laterally, okay, like that. That's viable too. All right. There's many applications I had for that. That's just one of them. Was hanging. So Voon, there's your little update. There are some of my experiments, some of the things that I've done, I haven't updated you on, and I'll probably get back around to those. Some of them I've taken and let them go on a farm where they can play and have more room, you know, and friends. Yeah, a good farm for them. They're happy. Okay, we'll forget about the ones I don't show you. But at least for now. I have a separate experiment that I'm going to show you about this later. I was pointing at this last night or yesterday, but this is going to do something. I'm going to do something different with this probably tomorrow. But today is about the strawberries. So let me take you over there and get you set up. Here's what we're going to do. I'm not back over there yet. I decided to stay here and stay off my knees. Okay, we're going to have 1 cup. I went ahead and made new cups and put the holes in the exact same places, try to get everything the same. 1 cup with native soil. 1 cup of native soil and a pine cone. 1 cup of native soil with a pine cone and coffee to add a natural source of nitrogen. 1 cup with potting soil, no cone, and 1 with potting soil with a cone. All right, this will cover a few bases, and I may add even another one later. I may use one that's just got like weed tea, but the combinations of all this is just, I don't even have enough runners for that many combinations. So we'll just do this little thing. I'll be right over there. Let me tell you something that's kind of important and something that most folks may not know. I don't know. But when you find a pine cone and you see them and they're all open like that, that means that they're dried out. Okay? Pine cones open and close with moisture. When you see them out like that, that means they're dry. You got dry conditions. But when they're wet, they close up like that. Okay, you see that? That's one I already had in the cup, and it went ahead and did its natural thing and closed up. That has to do with how it disperses its seeds. Okay? So the thing you want to do if you decide to try this fun little thing is get you some water and mix up your ingredients there, get them wet, and just make a little mud ball and pack it down into the petals of the pine cone. That way they won't close up. That way, or close up is bad. It's still going to try, but once it's down in that soil compacted, you know, with the rest of it, maybe they'll stay open and the strawberry roots can grow around it. That's just a little quick thing. I'm still filling them up here. I'll be back with you. Okay, we're back, and I'm tired of being on this blue mat, but it makes all the difference. Get you one of these, whether you have to go buy it or get something like it. They come in handy, and I've used it for a lot more than just being in the dirt and the gravel and stuff like that. Okay, I took some coffee from this morning's dark offerings, to my goodness, right? Took some of that and put it in this cup. We've got, all right, native soil with a pine cone and coffee for a natural source of nitrogen. All right, we'll go down the list here. We got native soil, and that's all. Okay, we got native soil with a pine cone, and that's all. We've got native soil with a pine cone and coffee. We've got just potting soil, and that's Miracle Grow potting soil for anybody, you know. I'm not currently sponsored by Miracle Grow. I'm sure that the quality of my programming, the videos I'm putting out, I'm sure that Miracle Grow will call me tomorrow and say, hey, we want to sponsor you. Okay? I'm just waiting for that call. Y'all call them and let them know. You know, maybe y'all put in a good word. But anyhow, just to let you know what I've got here. So that's regular potting soil, nothing else in it. And this one is potting soil with a pine cone in it. Just to cover some of the basics, there's also weed tea or compost tea as a natural fertilizer. And I think that I'll make one with native soil and compost tea. Two things that are readily available no matter where you are. So you can get in on the cheap, and all it costs is, recycling, reducing, reusing, and recycling. Just get you a cup, some dirt, make some weed tea or compost tea, and that'll give you your source of nitrogen. The nitrogen factor that Southpaw Davey brought up in the comments is truly something to think about. With my strawberries, they're just so doggone tough. I don't worry about them. I never have. In all the years that I've done, I've grown them and given them away and eaten strawberries off of them, they're such survivors. I just put them down and let them go. I dig a little hole, put them in there, and then they shoot off so many runners that I can't keep up with them in the little cups. At least that was in the past. I got to the point to where each one of these, it's like, look, we got 2, 3, got 2 right here. They'll all pop off at least 2. Now there's one on this one. One, let me get you in the shot. 1, and then look here. Look at poking its head out from here. 2, it's looking for life. That one over there, that one has 1. It's got another one sneaking up on the side. This one here's got 3. So if you start out with 1 strawberry that makes good runners, especially if you get mine, once it gets to that stage and starts popping them out, you will reproduce, or you can reproduce your strawberries so many times so quickly. And that's what this summer with the strawberries is all about for me. Maximum production of plants for next year to increase. It's not for food, it's for maximum production. But the nitrogen is very important. They use a lot of nitrogen, especially when they start shooting off runners. Look how far this one went. That takes a lot of energy. It's hooked in right here. See, it's hooked to this plant. The nitrogen, it really needs that. And so if I intend to grow these for food and other purposes, to produce them in a system, I want to make sure that I add that nitrogen. I've just never worried about it before. But yeah, after I've done a little bit of research, yes, that's very important. And I should have mentioned it earlier. So Southpaw Davey, thank you so much for being on my team and caring enough to mention that to me. This experiment is going to play out pretty good, I hope. Now I went ahead, these things have a lot of power. Whenever they're shooting out runners, they want to run. And you want to add just a little bit more weight than the little bark that I had there, and maybe that'll stop them. I've noticed that they just keep pushing through, so I've added a little bit more weight. These first ones up here, they kept moving. I says, I'm gonna have to weight you down a little bit more. It'll be okay. It's not gonna hurt them. Just a little bit more weight, like a small rock right there, be fine. So and I've got so many runners. I probably got, I bet you just in this little bed here, I've got another 20 that I could put cups in. And so that's a pretty good thing there. You get 1 plant and you get like 4 runners, say, or 3. I mean, look at what nature is doing for you. It's multiplying whatever initial cost or your initial plant, whatever it is, yeah, by many-fold in just 1 season. That adds up. Experimentation, that's a big thing. Don't be afraid to experiment and try, and do things, especially if you think that you can't garden. I promise you, you can. And you can grow things wherever you are with whatever you have. If you've got seeds, if you've got soil, sun, and a little bit of water, you can do it. It's your spirit that matters. I promise you. If you don't have those things, if your spirit's there, you can find them. You can overcome what you need to overcome to succeed and grow your own food, even if it's just a little bit. Okay? And today, I told you before that my pile of rocks over there, you can get so many episodes in that. Well, let me interest you in this. Yeah, my Jerusalem artichoke bed. This has been a good investment. You fit so many episodes in this baby. Get you one. Start growing you some Jerusalem artichokes and strawberries and other foods that come back and make more. Forever food. That's what you want in your world, okay? Y'all get out there and grow your own food. If you're a YouTuber, join in the Shed Wars with us. Who did I want to say something to? I know he'll never see it, and that's David the Good. David the Good, we need you. I know that other people, I know that Arkansas Woodcutter is out there for you. He's asking you. He's sent out a message. I'm telling you, I'm the foot soldier from years ago. David the Good, you get in here with us, man. Help us in this effort. I just called out David the Good. All right? You get in there. We need you. Yeah, the world needs you, David. You're already doing a great job, and we all love you and appreciate you, man. But there's the foot soldier's invitation for you. Y'all don't know what that means, but David knows what that means. He may have forgotten, though. I ain't going to let him forget. Who else? Somebody from across the pond that watches me, that I watch them. I am so impressed with these people. They brought out today an episode that was absolutely sterling, a wonderful, wonderful episode about horses and how to interpret their body language. A little bit more about how to deal with horses. And if you want to check out an amazing channel, it is Home is Where the Heart Is. I'm telling you, that it is so nice. They're over there in England, and they have a property that is so incredibly beautiful. Rolling hills, green, these horses that are amazing, and an absolutely wonderful family. Home is Where the Heart Is. Check them out on YouTube. Go find their channel. Tell them I sent you over there. They'll see this anyhow. Hey, those crazy folks over there, the Crazy Dane. Yeah, go see them. Them folks mean a lot to me. And today's episode just brought out another reason why. It's beautiful over there right now. But that's enough of me blabbing and shouting folks out. But the reason I shouted them out, and I see, here's my old noggin. Home is Where the Heart Is. Get into Shed Wars with us. Shed Wars. I would love to have you over here on Team Will It Grow. Okay, I'd love to see you over here on my team. But I understand, you are over the pond. If you want to join up with Southpaw Davey on Team Over the Pond, that would be wonderful. We can all teach people so much about how to grow your own food. Please join us. This is my video shout out. Challenge to you folks over there across the pond. Join Team Over the Pond. Get in the Shed Wars. All right, enough. I'll see you folks tomorrow. And more importantly, I hope you see me. Y'all take care of each other, and y'all have a good night. Okay, hold on. Since I've already droned on this long, let me go one more step. I called out David the Good, okay? That's a big guy right there. He's very near and dear to my heart. While I'm out there shouting out these huge people, let me shout out the biggest one in the world and ask him, right here on my video, Old Alabama Gardener. You're a hero to me and so many other people. Now, I know you might be thinking about this. I don't know. Not sure if you're watching this or not, but Old Alabama Gardener, if you could get into Shed Wars with us, that would be tremendous. And we would all be humbled by your presence. And it really doesn't matter what team you get on. But the best team is Will It Grow. That's the best team. I know that a spokesperson from another team, Woodcutter, might might be trying to work with you on this, okay? Don't listen to that. He's an upstart, okay? He's funny. He's doing great things out there. But Will It Grow is the place that you need to be if you decide to join in. We'd love to have you. Old Alabama Gardener, thank you very much, sir, for everything that you've done for so many people. With that, I'm going to just humbly back out of this here video now, and I still wish everybody a good day and a good evening.